Good morning, everybody. We are here in Jefferson, Texas to talk about the parade Upriver, a part of our Mardi Gras in the Arklatex little special that we have going on. So first of all, thank you for joining me so early this morning.
Good morning.
Talk to us about kind of what this parade brings to the city of Jefferson.
So tomorrow, Mardi Gras Upriver, Jefferson, Texas, we have our grand parade. It is at 2 o'clock. That's the big parade. But then we also have a motorcycle parade that is before the grand parade, and it starts at 1:45. And then on Sunday, we have another parade, and it starts at 2 as well. That's our children's parade, where we let the children ride. This is a very family-friendly event the entire weekend, but that parade is where we actually have children riding in the parade. But don't be mistaken. We also have a parade tonight at 7 o'clock. That's the Doodah Parade. That is our King's Parade. So that's Zach's parade, our King Zach. And it's at 7 o'clock. It's a walking golf cart parade. Starts at 7, comes right down here in front of the souvenir booth.
So you guys have a strong couple of days here right now going into giving the people of Jefferson a lot to look forward to, obviously. One thing that I think is so cool is that whenever you go into these parades, right, it gives the community something to look forward to. It gives them something and a reason to come out of their houses, all come together and kind of enjoy something together, right? What do you think that means to this community to have these couple of days in here where everybody can come together and all be happy towards one thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think the parades are a great part of this, but our event is actually all weekend. So we don't only do the parades, we actually have a festival event area over here that is going to have bands Friday night, all day Saturday, and then again on Sunday. Saturday night and Sunday, we have local artists from Jefferson that are going to be playing. So we have that. Then we have a vendor row over here, which is arts and crafts. It's completely full this year. The weather is going to be amazing. Thanks, Patrick. So, we have all of these things going. So in addition to the parades, all of these things for the people to do, the carnival. So it's a big, huge event for the entire community, starting on Friday, and then it ends on Sunday about 5.
Absolutely.
And then we go watch the Super Bowl.
A jam-packed weekend in Jefferson, and then we have the Super Bowl on Sunday, which is super cool. Okay, of all of the different things, if you could give someone like a sneak peek of some different things that are coming in, maybe for the kids, maybe for the adults, what would those be?
So we have really marketed our 1989. So the Crew of Hebe actually started in 1989 to help the businesses in Jefferson during the slow time. And so it was established in 1989. That is, we are not doing this because that is the year that Taylor Swift was born, contrary to popular belief. But it is because that is the year that we established the Crew of Hebe. And so we have a lot of merchandise, and people are loving it. A lot of people are liking that they can wear it year round. We're doing some things that are not purple, green, and gold, some things that are. It's selling really well. And then we have our T-shirts this year that are really, really cute. They have the Ghostbuster guy on them. They have the guy from Back to the Future, and then they have the Joker. So it's just really cute. So I love the shirt. We have it in kids sizes, we have it in adult sizes. So I think it kind of captures everything.
Absolutely, and I think that's so cool. Again, that the community has something like this, right? They have a crew in the area that one they can come to, and they have a huge weekend event that is going on. Okay, so going back into that, if people want to get into the parade, have a good spot for the parade, where do they need to be, and how early do they need to get there?
So Glenn would have told you that you already need to have registered, and that closed. But if you need to register for the parade, you line up on Walnut Street, which is on the other side of the street that's right here where the red lights are. And we usually line up on Saturday about 10 a.m. and get started because we have judging at 11, and then the parade starts to roll about 1:45.
Perfect. Guys, look, we have so much more coming here from Jefferson. For right now, we're wearing our red. It's Heart Month, ladies and gentlemen. We are celebrating Heart Month every Friday by wearing red, and so making sure that we are all set to go for Heart Month. But here we go. Good morning, Brian. Yes, we're here in Jefferson again looking at our Mardi Gras in the Arklatex. I am here with Miss Susan from the Crew of Friends. So obviously, give us a little bit of history about the Crew of Friends. Talk to us about what you guys are kind of about and bring to the city of Jefferson.
Okay, well, I guess it was about in the year 2000. My parents had an RV group, and they came to Jefferson. Shreveport was a little bit too rowdy for them. So they came to Jefferson and spent the weekend, rented a block downtown, rented all the spots out to their friends, and created the Crew of Friends. And we've been doing it for 26 years. My parents passed away in 2019, and I took over the crew. It's a charity crew now, and we've been doing this 26 years strong now. So we always try to go for that most artistic float. My mom was our artist. And so what had happened was they were in their spot downtown with their RV group. My mom was a very musical person, and she had a music tent going in the middle, communion music tent. And she was taking all the crowd was coming to her tent instead of going to the alley. So the crew of Hebe approached her and said, "Who are you? You need to join the crew of friends." And she said, "Okay." And so that's kind of how we joined the crew of friends. So we've just been keeping it going. And so now we're a charity crew, and we do an art scholarship where my parents are from every year to the local high school.
One thing I think is so cool, if you guys want to take a step back, this is actually the Ecto-1 car from Ghostbusters, which is a really cool, it goes along with their Back to the Future theme that they have here in Jefferson for the float. Look at the creativity on this thing, from the bead logo right below Jeff and everything that they have. This whole thing, the moment we walked in here, I was like, no way, this thing is so cool. And so like you kind of point out, it's the artistic side that you guys like to really bring out. Do you have a float over the recent years that's been your favorite that you guys have been able to do?
Candyland.
Candyland was, everybody just said Candyland.
Candyland was our first float after my mother passed away, and we had a lot of people join in to support the crew for us to get back going without her. And there was actually 34 of us on the float that year. We took up 2 blocks.
Wow!
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Wow.
We won the first place in the best overall float that year. So it was just really amazing.
That is so cool. And again, just showing the effort that you guys put into making this, it's got to be such a special thing, especially with the hard work that your parents put into this and your mom put into this. Seeing that the floats come in and year out, just being so artistically well done, right? I mean, this is such a professional looking float, and so it is very awesome to see everything come together. Now, where can people see your guys' float at?
At Mardi Gras Upriver, Jefferson, this Saturday. We're going to roll at 11. What time we roll at 2 o'clock? The parade rolls at 2 o'clock. So we'll have the Doodah Parade Friday night. We'll have the Float Grand Parade Saturday and the Children's Parade on Sunday.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
And then I wanted to bring attention to our beadwork. Every year our float makes sure we have some kind of special art on the float that's made with beads. And this is our special art this year.
The Ghostbuster logo is all made from beads, by the way. Get a good look at that real quick. I mean, look at the shine on that. I know Jeff has his little professional light right there making it look good. But again, that is an unbelievable, it's the art that we like to see, right? And that is also
That's
so
what it
cool.
is for us, too. We like the creation of it.
Yeah.
Because this was a 16-foot trailer. My mom told my dad, okay, I need a float. I'm joining the crew of Hebe.
Yeah.
And so he had a 16-foot trailer, and he built this float, and we have turned this thing into many different things. And I just don't ever want to upsize. I want to keep it right here.
I love it. I love that. Guys, another story that we have here in Jefferson looking at Mardi Gras Upriver, which is so awesome. Guys, look, we have so much more coming here from Jefferson. And welcome back to the city of Jefferson. We're here promoting our our Mardi Gras in the Architects, excuse me, here with the crew of friends. Now, we have a little bit of history that we talked about and last segment, and we want to go a little bit deeper into that. We have some people here that we want to show off a little bit, and I'm going to come over here and I want you to talk to me about the significance and the impact that these people have had on your crew.
Okay, this is my mom, Jean and Leon Thomas. They're passed away now, but they're the ones that started this crew in the year 2000 with their friends and their RV group, and they traveled around, and this is where they came for Mardi Gras. They rented that block downtown, rented all the spots out to their friends, set up tents in the middle, and then they just partied and celebrated Mardi Gras here in Jefferson. So Mom was very musically inclined. She's a very arts person. She had her own arts and crafts store, did painting and things. And so she was very active in anything that she did. And so just being here in town partying with her friends, she drew attention to the crew of Hebe, and they's like, "Who are you? Where are you from? You need to join our crew." And she said, "Well, I'm Jean Thomas. I'm from Shreveport, and I'll join your crew." So she joined the crew of Hebe, told Dad, "We need a float." He took the trailer, turned it into a 16-foot trailer, and made her this float. And we've been using this float ever since.
Wow, what a way to honor and their legacy. You said the art was such a big part of what she kind of loved and what she stood for. And every single year, you guys turn this float into a spectacle. Right now, you guys are looking at Ecto-1. I know that if we have people watching in, you guys know the Ghostbusters and the car from the Ghostbusters, Ecto-1. You guys have turned this into an unbelievable float as Jeff shows off the front of it and everybody in there. What would you say if you had to describe describe this crew to somebody that is maybe from Shreveport, hasn't made it up to Jefferson yet, how would you describe this crew?
We're an amazing group of friends and family that support each other, and they all loved my parents. You know, some of them knew my parents, some of them didn't, most of them did, but everybody loves the crew. We all work well together. We're in another charity crew in Shreveport as well called the Pirates of the Red that we do a lot of charity for the town of Shreveport and Bossier area. But I love my crew. They support me. They always got my back, and we work hard. We always make it happen. We have to move this float here with nothing on it. And build it here.
Wow.
Because everything will blow off on the way.
Yeah.
So we actually build this float in less than a week.
Wow, that is
about
nuts.
4 or 5 days.
That is unbelievable. I hope everyone watching at home can give us a clap and a hand of applause right here, obviously. Now, one thing that we do want to mention, and this is the reason you guys should come out here right behind us, we can't show you, but the final piece of the float, what is this piece called? It's the...
This is going to be the big proton pack.
The proton pack, yeah. The big backpack that the Ghostbusters use to catch the ghosts is hiding under this tarp. And so you guys should come to the parade upriver, see the float in its all of its beauty. Obviously, you guys make the artwork every year. You guys have a piece that is made out of beads and everything, which is so cool. The Ghostbusters logo, as well as you guys have your own specialty beads here. Take a look. The more Ghostbuster that we have in here as well, which is so unbelievably cool. Jeff, I don't know if you showed the back of this yet, but with the ghost, that is so cool. Again, you guys deserve all the props in the world for this beautiful float that we have here. And again, promoting the legacy of your parents is so powerful. Guys, like we said, come out and see this crew. Things start at 2 o'clock on Saturday, correct? And you guys can come in and see the parade or the float at its fullest in the parade. Good morning, Brian. We have been here all morning long looking at the parade upriver, a part of our Mardi Gras in the Arklatex here in Jefferson. I've got my red hat on for Heart Month here in February. Every Friday, we're supposed to showcase a little bit of red for Heart Month. And so, yeah, I got my fedora on right now and this cool little Mardi Gras sword with me. So obviously, you guys have a huge weekend this weekend, right?
Yes.
Talk to me a little
Excited.
bit about what is going to be here in Jefferson and how exciting it is to have such a packed weekend.
Well, first of all, we are so excited about the weather this weekend. It is going to be perfect. We have tons of children's activities, parades, live music, arts and crafts vendors, food vendors, pretty much anything you can want. Souvenir booths, anything you can buy, Mardi Gras swag. It's all going to be great. So lots of live music too, so check us out.
That's going to be so good. And one thing that I really like is that you guys have a little bit of something for everybody, right? You guys have kids activities, you have things for parents to go see. How big is it for the locals here, the local businesses, all of that stuff, to have so much tourism come in for such a big weekend?
Oh, it's so huge. So huge. Like for arts and crafts, I cover arts and crafts. And it is, like you said, a little bit for everybody. We have things for children, we have things for women, and we also have things for men too. So it's just a little bit for everybody.
Yeah, and that's such a good it's so good to, you know, if you're a parent coming in, you can say, okay, we got activities to get some energy out for the kids. We've got some things that you guys can go and enjoy. And so that is so awesome. What would you guys say your favorite part of this whole event is?
My favorite part is the crowd. When you see the crowd, when you round that corner on Austin Street, the crowd is amazing, and they're going crazy for those beads.
Absolutely.
It's so great to see so many people in our small town.
Absolutely.
I would have to say that. And since I've started doing vendors, I got to meet so many different people, and they're wonderful people, and I just appreciate everything that they do to promote us and for any other event that they do.
Absolutely. And one thing that I think that the people watching are definitely going to know is that if you come to the parade upriver, you're going to see some amazing looking floats. We just saw the Crew of Friends float earlier with the Ecto Ghostbusters car. That was super cool. And so that was just a little tease of what you guys will come up here and see this weekend whenever you come to Jefferson. You guys will definitely want to see that King float, which is super cool. But guys, as we wrap up, one thing here, if you had to describe this weekend to someone who's maybe from Shreveport, they haven't come up to Jefferson just yet, how would you describe this weekend?
Full of energy and excitement, and all the kids love it here. We've got the carnival for them to go to. They just have so much fun. Seeing the smiles on their faces is just amazing.
Absolutely. And your favorite?
My favorite is it's just one big party
Yeah.
for everybody, and that's what I love about it too.
I love that